extra point here. And David Wood in as Barone will hold. High snap. Wood's kick is going to be up, and it is good. So with 6 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter, it is now Manasquan 21 and Holmdel 13.
Yeah, so hopefully that first missed extra point on Holmdel's not going to come back to haunt them. If they do score again, they're going to have to go for a two-point conversion. But right now, there's a lot of excitement on the Holmdel sideline. I think this is about the most excited they've
really
been.
Fired up on the sideline there.
And our cover man Tony Sees right there in the middle of it all. Things are looking a little quiet on the Manasquan side too.
That quickly. Yeah, they're just changing the scoreboard now. 21-13 as Holmdel is all fired up now. And just like that, they are back in the game, no question about it.
And still plenty of time to play here, folks.
Well, we've got 6:32 in the third quarter. Here's Wood's kick, a low liner, and with the knee down, it'll take over right there. See, that's number 31, Mike Morgan, taking it with the one knee down, and once that knee, of course, hits in high school ball, that's it. The defense coming on the field for the Holmdel Hornets.
Now the defense is looking a little more charged up, knowing now that the offense is putting points on the board. Gives a little extra enthusiasm to the defensive side, saying, all right, we're back in this game. Now it's time for us to do our job once again and get the ball back, and let's see if the offense can't do it one more time.
All right, David Tolan is the quarterback for the Manasquan Warriors. He's got Kelly, and he gives it to Kelly this time right up the middle, trying to take his legs off. But he picks up about 4 on the play, going to pick up a second down and 6 right now.
Looks as though they're going to go back to Kelly as the workhorse here for Manasquan. Just chugging away, and if they can keep getting 4 yards at a pop like that.
And they really need to key on Kelly coming over that line real quick. If they can stop him and force Jones to at least go on the outside, they might have a better chance.
It seems they are a little stronger on the corners, man. Holmdel defense, and they are up the middle.
Okay, we've got Tim Kennedy out wide to the left. Tolan calling the signals. This time getting it off to Jones on the left-hand side. He's got a lot of running room on the right side and the left side. Finally going to be taken down there. And number 31, Demetrius Rexinus. And so a big play can almost shut down Holmdel there and keep them quiet for a little bit.
Holmdel looked as though they were in one of their passing defenses, and the defensive end just rushing just a little bit too hard, opening up a big gap between himself and the defensive tackle, and that enabled Calvin Jones to break off tackle like that because there was no defensive end there because he came across the line of scrimmage just a little too aggressively.
All right, Mike Lyons, backup quarterback, brings the play in from head coach Vic Kubu. Tolan has it. He gives it off to Kelly right up the middle once again. And he keeps churning it out. Pick up about 4 yards on the play. Or 3 yards, second down and 7.
Kelly's a powerful little running back, boys. It takes a lot of Holmdel Hornets to bring him down.
Yeah, indeed. Ahmad Kelly. He's a senior, 5'6", 176 pounds from Riel, New Jersey.
One of those stocky fullback types. Short, powerful, built low to the ground, with some good leg size.
All right, once again, the same I formation. Kelly and Jones in the backfield. Holmdel trying to take over their defense here. Tolan on the pitch out to Jones. He's got some running room on the right side. It looks like he's going to have a first down for Manasquan as they're coming out fired up too.
They are, yes. Manasquan's saying, hey, that was a fluke touchdown. We're going to come back and get something, get that momentum back on our side, or it's going to be a very long game. It looks as though the offense has decided to take that responsibility on themselves. Great block that time by the fullback, Kelly, just leading the way for Jones. So when he's not carrying the ball, he's also doing a good job of blocking. Got to stop those B words.
Yeah, they're the ones that really get your throat there going, huh?
Time for a lozenge.
All right, first down for the Big Blue Warriors. Kelly once again on the left side. Taken down there by, again, Demetrius Rexinus, one of our all-time leading name-getters here at Holmdel.
Definitely an all-short name candidate.
All right, from the 25-yard line, Manasquan. We have an officials timeout here. as they can talk to one of the coaches on the sidelines, make sure everything is okay. No problems here. And we'll start the clock up once again. Under 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter here. It is 21 for Manasquan, 13 for Holmdel. Manasquan chugging along right now. Hand off to Kelly up the middle where he stopped, and he looks to try to get to the outside. But there he's met by a host of Hornets and bring it back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10.
Oh, well, that time Kelly just running into the middle, getting stopped for one of the few times running up the middle, then trying to break it to the outside. But that seems to be where Holmdel's strength is, a little bit on the corners.
Okay, once again we'll ask the Holmdel sidelines here to back it up, make sure everybody gets into that box within the 35-yard lines. All right, David Tolan's got two wide receivers out to the left. I formation in the backfield once again with Kelly and Jones. Jones on the handoff on the left side. And he's met again by the Holmdel Hornets. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 yards to go. Interesting call here for Manasquan.
Yeah, good pursuit that time by number 45, Jason Reiser, the captain, coming from his linebacker spot, just scraping down, looking for something to pop. And when he saw it happen, he wrapped up Jones and made sure that he put him back to the ground. So it looks as though Manasquan's going to go for it now. You can't really punt from this situation. It's a little bit out of field goal range, although they're...
Not a bad foot, though, for Kaboo. No, but that's a pretty good one. But that's a little long. All right, so a big test one way or the other, either for Manasquan or for Holmdel. I should mention that was right. And indeed, that's going to be a flag. Well, once he gets the flag out of his pocket. Too much time. So indeed, that'll back it up 5 yards and make it 4th down and 11.
And there's a big plus there for Holmdel right now because the coaches were going crazy on the sidelines trying to get up a defense. It looks as though that they were giving Kennedy just a little bit too much room, and it would have been a quick pass to Kennedy for an easy 1st down. So it looks as though the coaches were trying to get some kind of secondary shift going around. And Manasquan was unable to get the ball snapped and take advantage of it.
All right, 2 receivers out wide right. I formation for Tolan. Man-to-man coverage. Tolan looking to pass. He's got a man on the side that's going to be intercepted again by Jim Archinoco on the sideline. And if he can stay in bounds, either way, he's out of bounds, but it's Holmdel ball on Jim Archinoco. Once again with the interception. With 1 minute and 39 seconds to go, a Holmdel big play right there.
Seems as though Archinoco has picked Tolan's number. He's reading Tolan like an easy book.
Indeed, looking at those eyes, checking out the receivers, etc. And so Holmdel has another big chance here to get on the board. Maybe in the third quarter still. There's 1 minute and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Going to send out 2 wide receivers to the right. 1 man in the backfield, that's David Chang. Barone's going to keep it, look to run himself on the right side. Looking to get out wide. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Just a regular old quarterback sweep, just put it under the arm and go. It seems to be that the only 2 running backs that Holmdel seems to be using so far today are Barone and Chang. And if they had another running back in their arsenal right now, they could put a lot of pressure on Manasquan.
All right, so from the 40-yard line of Holmdel in their own territory.
I'd almost like to see Archinoco in the backfield. He's doing a good job running the ball after he intercepts it. Give him a chance in the backfield. See what he can do.
Indeed, might be a good call here. Here we go. We've got 2 men this time in the backfield. Chang and Napolitano. Faked it. Barone looking on the left side this time and is tripped up. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And again, 3rd down and 7. That's Justin Flores making the tackle there, or making the trip up at least. So 3rd down and 7 for Holmdel.
Yeah, Barone was just 1 step away from getting a big play off there, but a great job by Justin Flores just coming down the line of scrimmage and selling out and doing whatever he can to get that quarterback down.
All right, Wayne Murphy, number 81, has the play in for Skip Edwards. And Murphy comes out indeed wide to the right. Once again, the I formation. Napolitano and Chang in the backfield. Barone on the draw. This time not fooling too many people on the Manasquan sidelines. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5.
Once again, number 65, Justin Flores with the tackle.
And indeed, that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So in the Central Jersey Group 2 championship game right here at Manasquan High School, it is Manasquan 21 and Holmdel 13 Group 2 championship. And David Wood's going to be back to punt. Not sure we got it right here. Going to take it from his own 40-yard line. Comes the snap. Here it is. David Wood going to get it off. A nice kick. Jones is going to let it walk on by. And Holmdel is going to let it go down to about the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. And there the Holmdel defense will take over, hopefully. But David Tolan has some things to say about that.
Oh, I'm sure he does. It was a great punt that time by Wood, just getting the ball down there. Of course, taking a great Holmdel bounce here in Manasquan territory. And a good job of coverage, letting that ball roll like they did.
All right, so from about the 7-yard line, Manasquan will take over, 1st and 10. David Tolan coming into the game. He's got the play from head coach Vic Caboo in his 17th year at the Shore area, having coached in different places, now at Manasquan High School. Tolan having problems with the snap there, and bobbles it a little bit there. We'll lose about 2 yards on the play back to the 4-yard line.
And of course, it seems to be that every place that Caboo heads to seems to be bringing a winning program wherever he goes. Had those successful years in Middletown North, now here at Manasquan.
All right, 2nd down and call it 14 yards to go from the 4-yard line. And Holmdel would like to keep him right here and end up getting some good field position. I formation. That's Kelly and Jones in the backfield. Giving it to Kelly right up the top.
Well, there's going to be a face mask call on that. I don't think it was actually a face mask, but he did get a piece of the helmet, and you can't touch the ear hole, the openings. Or
Rick Culver, number 77, looked like he got a hand in there.
But he did bring him down by his solely by his head.
That's going to be a bad break for Holmdel there.
Very unintentional, but it's still very serious offense if it does seem to happen. You just start grabbing for anything. And
all right, so indeed the face mask call, bring the ball out.
It's one of the times where I guess Kelly was kind of happy to be a little on the short side, or else it would have been right across his chest and would have been dropped for like no gain.
All right, Tolan calling out signals. He's going to give it to Kelly right up the middle. Breaks a few tackles, and he looks like he's going to go all the way. He's in there. We've got a flag, a couple of flags, and we'll see exactly what that's all about.
Well, Holmdel seems to be jumping up and down with some very, very poor judgment on some of the Manasquan players. Kelly was obviously on his way for a quick 6.
And they just turned around and hit a few people there, Fred?
Yeah, you just don't turn around and just make some blocks like that. When you're running backs that far ahead of everybody else, you just let them run with the ball. You don't even take a chance at anything.
And what a break for Holmdel here. They're going to bring the ball back.
I believe it might come from where the infraction took place.
All right, so we've got the 34-yard line. And indeed, that's where the clip happened. So from the 34-yard line, Manasquan will have the ball, but at least a big break for Holmdel. At least there's no more points put on the board there. A couple just of missed tackles there, and one final slip there.
So it seems as though the momentum gods are trying to stay on Holmdel's side right now. Just when it's about to shift back over to Manasquan, it's like saying, well, we'll just give you just a little taste of it.
All right, it looks like we'll have a timeout here to talk it over and see what everybody's doing here. As the coaches come out onto the field, actually Manasquan comes over to Caboo, and the assistant coach for Holmdel is out on the field talking to them right there.
So one thing, we should have assistant coaches with numbers on them as well, because we have all their names and stuff to figure out which one's which. Obviously, this is the defensive coordinator.
All right, probably John Schulteis, if I remember correctly. Yes, John Schulteis. I believe he's in the middle of that crowd there.
And he's out there with his wireless headset on, so he can still be talking to them and with the other conversation with the coaches up in the booth at the same time.
All right, we've got 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the Central Jersey Group 2 championship game. Manasquan leading right now 21-13. Of course, the head coach of Holmdel, Skip Edwards, is assisted by John Schulteis, Tom Batteri, Craig Palmer, John Ravelli, and Brian Bowden. All right, David Tolan once again, that familiar I formation with Kelly and Jones in the backfield. Pitches to Jones on the left side. He's gotten some nice running room, picks up about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Holmdel just not quite getting out to the outside enough. Some nice blocking being done by the up front linemen.
Doing a good job also by bringing the tight end over there and sweeping to the tight end side.
All right, from the 23-yard line, it'll be a 2nd down for the Big Blue Warriors. The Hornets in their front line. Chan, Hulialoro, or rather Culver, Strobel, Beck, and Rexinus will try to hold him down. He gives a fumble.
Looks as though number 43 from Holmdel has it.
Not sure about that.
He snuck himself in there. Let's wait and see.
Stop the clock.
The strongest man on the bottom usually is the one who ends up with the football.
Looks like Manasquan is going to keep possession of the ball there. As looks like Kelly perhaps just got it back again.
Looks like Kelly once again saves the day for Manasquan.
You can see the ball wide open there. And it looked like Holmdel was about to jump on it, but then it looked like Kelly just hacked it back in.
Tacked it or wrestled it away.
8 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the game.
Whoa, getting a little dizzy here.
Well, we're at the shore here, a little surf riding here. Kelly once again over the middle. He breaks a few tackles. Down to about the 3-yard line. Ahmad Kelly and Manasquan threatening once again in the 4th quarter.
Kelly looks as though he seems to be taking the game over in his own hands, saying, give me the ball. If you don't give me the ball, I'll get the ball somehow, and I'll get us in the end zone.
Let's take a look at that one more time as Kelly again going straight up the middle. Some nice holes being opened up here. All right, from the 3-yard line, we're back here live, Channel 8 Sports. And there's the Jones touchdown.
And a great lead block that time by the fullback. Ahmad Kelly doing a great job all day long today. So far, if any offensive MVP has to be named for today's game, it would have to go to Kelly.
All right, there's a shot of Jones coming off a 3-yard touchdown run by Calvin Jones. Vic Caboo in for the extra point as he takes care of the extra points. Mike Lyons, backup quarterback, puts the ball down. Caboo's kick is up and good. So with 8 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the ball game, it is Manasquan 28 and Holmdel 13.
And Manasquan trying to do their best to pull it away, and Holmdel just seems to be fighting and scrapping and doing everything they can not to give the thing away to Manasquan.
And of course, the big play down there almost had Manasquan backed up into their own end zone from the 4-yard line. And then a penalty.
Face mask penalty, yes, sir, right there about the 2-yard line.
So that hurt a little bit. But again, with 8 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the ball game, there's still plenty of time for Holmdel.
And back deep for Holmdel to receive this kick is Matt Cuccio. Cuccio was Middletown South, wasn't it?
Sean Reinholm, of course, does the kickoff chores and the long field goals here. And here comes his kick. A nice kick going deep. Taken by, looks like, at the 2-yard line. He picked it off there. And Matt Cuccio bringing it back up, and there's Holmdel. 20. Sorry there.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was trying to give you a signal for the 20-yard line.
Yeah, a little hard to read some of the yard markers. There's none on the field, and across the way, there's very small ones here.
I figured to save a little of my voice, I try to give you some hand signals.
And, of course, I being the intelligent one, picking them up just like that, of course. All right, Nick Barone is the quarterback for Holmdel. Napolitano and Chang are in the backfield. Barone looking to pump fake. Pump fakes once, tries to get it out here, and knocked down at the last minute by Mike Lyons. Of course, intended there for number 81. That's Wayne Murphy.
Not exactly the greatest spiral in the world by Barone.
Now you got to wonder about the pump fake. I guess it was to the middle, because then he just went back outside. You don't usually see those.
Very rarely do you see those, and it's not really going to fool too many defenders, because if the guy's going to break across the middle, chances are if you're in his own defense, somebody else is going to be picking him up.
All right, David Wood out to the left here. And out to the right is Tom Santora. One man in the backfield. Barone calling signals. This time he's back to pass. Looking for a little possible screen. Intercepted. Kaboo on the interception. And he's going to bring it back to the 10-yard line. Vic Kaboo Jr. on the interception.
And it's starting to look like the fourth quarter is turning into the first quarter here for Manasquan.
So I guess Manasquan was going to take the first quarter and the fourth quarter, and that's where they were going to build up some of their points. In the meantime, Holmdel was going to take care of the third and fourth, but they didn't quite get enough. And we have some pass interference called against Holmdel. So, of course, Manasquan declines the penalty. And Manasquan takes over 1st and 10.
And the defense, once again, putting it in yet another difficult situation.
And sometimes there's only so much you can ask of a defensive team. All right, they're just outside the 10, so it's going to be possible to get a first down without getting into the end zone. As they place it on about the 11-yard, 12-yard line, around there. David Tolan once again at quarterback. Kelly up close to the line this time. And Jones is in the backfield. Going to give it to Jones on the right side. And he takes it down to about the 8-yard line. And it'll be second down for the Warriors of Manasquan.
Good job filling the hole there that time by Rob Flemmer, one of the co-captains and the defensive linebacker. Just waiting and holding his ground, seeing what was going to develop, and then just doing what a good linebacker will do, is fill the gaps and make the big play.
All right, so they'll put the ball just on the other side of the 10-yard line. A second down and 8 yards to go for a first down. 9 yards to go for the TD.
If I'm on the Holmdel defense, I'm hoping that Kelly doesn't get the ball.
And you're going to watch him definitely. Looks like they're signaling that they think the play's going left. Indeed, Kelly on the carry. And diving in, trying to make the play about the 5-yard line. So it'll bring up a third down play. And about 5 for the first, 6 for the touchdown. Under 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game in this Central Jersey Group 2 championship game at Manasquan High School. Manasquan coming in undefeated, of course. 9-0 in the regular season, having defeated this same Holmdel team in the 4th game of the season.
Just going to show you just how much Holmdel's improved over that time. I believe the score was like 40-something to 7 in their first meeting.
Doing a much better job today.
Defense has grown a lot.
Looks like we're going to have a delay of game penalty against Manasquan, so we'll back it up 5 more yards. And the little things just tend to hurt you. 3rd down and 9 for the first down. 10 yards to go for the touchdown. A couple people coming in for Manasquan. That's Michael Lyons, number 14, and number 85, Tim Kennedy, coming in with a play from head coach Vic Kaboo. Tolan calling out the signals. Looking to run it himself on the left side and maybe pitch it back if he need be. No need. He takes it down to about the 3-yard line. And a 4th down situation. What do you do here, Fred? Field goal, or do you go for it?
I'm leading. I'm speechless. That's what I do. I let the other coach make a decision. I have a feeling they're going to go for it. Even though they're in field goal range right now, they're leading 28-13.
And indeed, keeping back in the territory here.
Zach, if you miss it, you still rely on your defense, which has been doing a great job all day so far today.
All right, so they're calling it about 4 yards to go. 4th down, and it looks like Manasquan may call a timeout here just to talk it over one more time. And indeed, that's what they do. With 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go, timeout called by Manasquan.
Well, then there's been a very quick game here so far today. A lot of running, and the clock is just ticking away. I mean, we're under the 2-hour mark right now, and it's...
Well, maybe you'll speak too soon there, Fred.
You never know. Yeah,
last 5 minutes might take 15, 20, 25. All right, once again on the sideline, you can see head coach Skip Edwards there, hoping that his defense will do the job right there. Anyway, a very successful season for the Holmdel Hornets. 8-1, so far 1-0 on the playoffs.
Hey, a lot of people didn't think they'd get past Princeton, figuring they were like, I think, one of the lower seeds, either third or fourth seed. I believe they were the third seed. And they did a nice job, especially the defense last week against very, very tough Princeton team.
Tough and scrappy, the Holmdel Hornets. All right, here we go from the 4-yard line. Tolan has the play. He's got Kelly and Jones in the backfield as usual. 2 men out wide right. This time Lyons goes in motion to the left. Tolan, a little fumble on the play on the exchange, and so Manasquan won't have a chance to give it a run, and Holmdel will take over 1st and 10.
Well, Tolan was trying to do a little extra than he was trying to force something, perhaps, or trying to get this lead.
Get a little too quick, maybe a little bit too movement, trying to run without the ball sometimes.
Thinking that's what I was trying to say, just couldn't find short words to say it and try to conserve my throat.
All right, this is John Anderson along with the voiceless Fred Haberstick.
A lot of people happy about that.
All right, coming out wide to the left is a Holmdel player, but Nick Barone is still the quarterback. He's got Napolitano and Chang in the backfield. The handoff, no, Barone's going to keep it, pitch it back to Chang. And he's going to get it back up to about the 5-yard line.
Looks like he might lose a yard on that one.
All right, Lenfried on the tackle there.
I don't know, 4.5 minutes left in the game. Ball to be your own 12-yard line. Got about 88 yards to go for a touchdown. We need another one after that. The defensive line will be coming.
Okay, probably a problem there. It's almost from the 5, actually. Barone on the pass on the right side. Intended there for number 84. That's Eric Kennedy.
95 yards.
They're going to need 95 yards to go. 3rd down play and 11 to go for that 1st down. And Holmdel needs to have some ball control here, as they need to keep the ball and go 95 yards. And of course, they'll need 2 possessions in the last 4-odd minutes of the game. And a quick turnover, that could give them 1.
Well, they definitely need to put together some kind of drive, or at least punt the ball down here and hope for some kind of turnover to get the ball back. Onside kick. A lot of scenarios we can talk about, but right now, we need to get a 1st down.
All right, Bobby Bornea, center, number 79, leads him out, and here comes Barone. He's rolling to his left, looking downfield, still looking, and is bumped out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th down play for Holmdel.
Barone doing a great job that time, avoiding the safety by number 60, Dan Allenden. It was like all over, but Barone, he's a scrappy little quarterback.
All right, David Wood coming into the game to punt it away for Holmdel. And it looks like, interesting enough, for Manasquan, nobody's going to be back deep. They don't want anything to go wrong here. Well, no, there goes Jones. Jones is going back a little bit. But unless he can actually catch the ball with some running room, he'll probably just let it go.
Chances are they're telling him to fair catch it.
David Wood from his own end zone. He's going to have to punt it away. Call the signals. He gets it away. Kick is coming. Jones calling for a fair catch. And there he'll take it about the 45-yard line. Nice catch there by Jones.
Didn't want to take any chance with that. You only got your one guy back there. Fair catch it. Don't look for somebody coming from like a weird angle on a punt return to cause a fumble. Let's just get the ball back in our offense's hands and see if we can't eat up a little of that clock.
All right, 3 minutes and 57 seconds on that clock. Manasquan in charge in the ballgame right now, 28-13. We're in the 4th quarter. The Central Jersey Group 2 championship title is on the line. David Tolan, quarterback for the Manasquan Big Blue Warriors. Ahmad Kelly and Calvin Jones are in the backfield. Given to Kelly. He goes off right guard. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. Second down now and 8.
Probably see a lot more conservative play calling here on Manasquan's part. And if you'll notice, most of the running backs, 2 hands right over the ball.
2 hands hold on to that ball. Of course, the Holmdel defense, Strugel, Colber, Beck, Rexinus, Rafferty, Flemmer, Reiser, they're going to be looking to strip that ball away.
They're doing everything they can to try to get a helmet on that ball and try to wrestle it away from you.
Okay, here we go from the 44-yard line. Tolan pitches back to Jones. We have a penalty flag and fumble. Let's see what's happening here. It looks like Holmdel's recovered.
I think we might have jinxed Manasquan just a bit, talking so much about trying to hold on to that ball.
Right, indeed. Some illegal procedure against Manasquan, of course, will be declined, and Holmdel will take over 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The question is, do they have enough time? Can they get it down there in time?
Not only that, can they get it down there and then get the ball back again on what will probably be an onside kick and do it again. They need 2 scores, and one of those scores has to have a 2-point conversion just to tie.
All right, once again, David Wood out wide to the left. Nick Barone calling out signals. Drops back to pass. Passes over the middle for David Chang. And he's taken down, but they're in Manasquan territory. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Good job by a man who had an excellent first quarter, Mike Morgan, reading the screenplay, getting up there, getting between some of the blockers and bringing down Chang.
All right, Holmdel coming into their hurry-up offense here. They've got 2 men wide here. Nobody in the backfield. David Wood in motion. Barone back to pass, going to be pressured there, and it's going to throw it away. Intended there for Wood, but I think Barone's smart enough just to toss that ball a little short.
Yeah, Casey Chapman was all over him that time, just coming off of a block. I don't even know if he was blocked, to be honest with you. He came in there so quick, it looked like he was playing offense.
At all. Nobody on the left side there.
And that's one thing you're going to have to give Barone just a little more time. He's got to be able to set up so he can get his arm and his whole body behind the ball.
All right, 2:15 to go in the ball game. Barone talking it over with his lineman. It's number 50, Joe Hulialoro, talking to Barone. And I think Holmdel's going to have to call a timeout because something is amiss.
Barone checking both his receivers. I doubt if the play that was called required that formation that they were out there. He seemed to be a little bit confused. And
you can see Nick Barone a little upset there. Trying to get things underway here. So Holmdel takes a timeout. Skip Edwards going to be out there talking to him, seeing exactly what the problem is. And of course, Manasquan coming over to the sideline. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And the title is on the line for the Central Jersey Group 2 Championship. It is Manasquan right now, 28, Holmdel 13.
Of course, Manasquan looking to sew up their 2nd Central Jersey Group 2 Championship. A lot of teams around the shore looking to repeat from last year, one being Middletown South, looking to really three-peat.
Indeed, here they come. The Holmdel Hornets with David Wood coming out wide to the left. Barone calling out the signals. Manasquan staying on side. Barone back to pass, and he's being pressured, and he's going to be taken down. Mike Morgan, and he was just untouched.
Came blitzing in from the outside and just like took it in a little bit of an off tackle. Had his defensive tackles take up the offensive guard and tackle, and created a huge seam for him to come blitzing through there. And of course, just like he did in the first quarter, making the big plays, coming through right here in the fourth quarter, making a big play.
All right, from the 37-yard line, 1 minute and 44 seconds and counting in the ball game. Napolitano and Chang are in the backfield. Barone calls the signals. Man in motion to the right. Barone's going to pass it to him. He throws it backwards.
Double pass.
And taken down there at the 40-yard line. It's a nice play there, and it looked like it was set up to be a...
That kid can kick.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up and run. Don't... Oh, man. Down with that. Good decision.